I'm late to the party again, but that's okay. I've been busy, and I'm okay with being busy. I'm trying to get better at being okay with being busy. But let's talk. Yeah. First, I like to mention I'm wearing the self promotion shirt. That's me on a shirt. My brother printed this for me for Christmas. Thank you, Sid. His name's not Sid, but that's I gotta stop making inside jokes and references. But that's a classic though. Thank you, Sid. If you know, you know. Which you don't. But if you know, you know. Um, Anywho, the detox is almost over, man. We're there. We're there. I'm so excited to be done. Why? Music. I don't care about food. I don't care about video games that much. YouTube. Food? Wait, what? Not food. Music? Yes. Yes. I want the music. I want to be a nerd again and be like, yes, yes, black metal, and yes, 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 neo-folk music, and yes, yes. What other stinkies do I listen to? Um, yes, yes, yes. Baroque hip hop, is that a thing? I think that's a thing. I don't know. Um, I don't know, man. I just love music. Like how shiny that is. But anyways, I hope you like my shirt because everybody I've come across today loves my shirt. So it's awesome. Okay, what are we going to talk about today? We're already 2 minutes into this and I've said nothing. Um, I want to talk about people because people have made this detox so much easier. All of like last detox, I remember I had a bigger focus on habits and practices to focus on. This time it's been more on like concepts, focusing on ideas more than practices. And if you prefer the practices, please let me know in the comments. That's what the comments are for. So I would like to know. But all I've really had in mind are just like ideas and concepts I like to talk about. So that's where we're going. Um, but to start with, people. People. Uh, all the good times that I've had over this detox have been with people. Yeah. I think that's why I haven't been focused on like practices is because the joy that I've had has been through social interaction. I am a tribal creature, and you are too. I don't care if you have social anxiety or whatever. It's in your DNA. So now, of course, uh, social anxiety or uh, I don't know how I feel about the whole introverted extroverted spectrum. I don't know where I sit on that. I feel like there's more to it than just yes, I'm a people person. I'm not a people person, or more so. I don't know how I feel on. I get my energy from people, and I don't get my energy from people. I think maybe we could talk about that one day. I just feel like it's more complicated than that. And there's more factors to it, but so I don't consider myself an extrovert or an introvert. I just feel like I'm a human being. You know, I don't know. That's how I am. That's how I feel. But anywho, where I was going with this was just the bliss I felt meeting people this week. I've gotten to know a lot of my fellow classmates a lot better, and that's been awesome. Just talking with people, man, it's been great. I'm feeling more comfortable talking with people. I think I definitely had a level of. I think I lacked a feeling of like importance and value to some degree. So some like lack of self worth or whatever, or doubt. I don't know. I just had a harder time talking to certain people. I think I just maybe people came off as like confident or cool, maybe whatever that means. They just had an aura about them, like they knew what they were doing. And I guess like in the past, I've just been quiet around those people, like because I felt inadequate, which is dumb. It's just weird. It's just hard that I'm like learning these things now, man. Like if I learned these things back when I was playing ball, like on a real team, it would have been different. Like I would have been a lot more successful if I just was able to hang more with everyone else. Just because I had just become an athlete like on the spot, man. I went from never really playing. school sports, which is a big deal, to yeah, no, I'm playing high school basketball, and that was something. So it was a kind of a cultural shock just having to hang with, um, spending 3 hours a day every single day with, um, jocks, just sports, like athletes. And there's definitely, I mean, they carry an aura, right? People have to, they learn to hold their own because sports are about being tough. But I don't know, man. I think now I'm just realizing it was a lack of like a lack of confidence. I just felt like I had nothing to add. But it's different now. It's very different now. So I'm very happy about that. But I'm also just becoming like much more comfortable with strangers too, and adults. Oh my gosh, adults. It's also because I'm becoming an adult, so I just have to act like one now. So it's like I'm having no problem talking with people now, and it just feels amazing. Growing your social skills is just it's just wonderful. It really is just fabulous. So that is, man, that's been huge. I know that a lot of people feel like on the self improvement journey you can sometimes get lonely, and I understand that. You outgrow people, and you kind of feel like there's not a lot of people with the same goals and aspirations as you. Um, I am lucky with the group of people I know because they look up to me in some way, shape, or form. I'm not saying like, oh, they look up to me, so I'm really awesome. But it's like people respect what I do, you know? And I'm very fortunate. I'm very fortunate for that. Like, even my friends who are on different paths than me or adjacent paths, not necessarily the same path, but adjacent, um, they respect me. So I'm just very fortunate to know, like, good quality people. And so, um, but I know not everyone can say the same. And I do understand that. Like, a lot of people are like, man, I just need to go on monk mode so I can, you know, become a high value man and then meet high value men and hoorah. Yes, but I think the best way to do that to start with is just to learn to talk to people. Period. I'm also starting to learn that there's so much. This is a huge one. Everybody has a lot of value, and depending on where you live and where you're at, the whole perception of like degeneracy and like the ratio of average Joe to degenerate is it's skewed. So you're probably thinking that it's if you're like more blue pilled or whatever, so you're just oblivious. I think that's what the blue pill is kind of about, just kind of saying it's all good, it's all fine. Then um I'm exaggerating. I'm not actually like saying you're blue pilled. I'm just giving you an example. But if you're being indifferent, then you're gonna say it's not, too crazy. It's not as bad as you think. And then if you're like deep in self improvement or deep in the space, maybe not in self improvement, but deep in the space. Because when you're deep in self improvement, you actually have good mental health. But if you're deep in the space and on the internet, then you're gonna be like, oh my gosh, everyone's a degenerate and I can't meet friends and everybody sucks and everyone's evil and everyone's doing drugs and everyone's drinking, and everyone's having casual sex and everything's evil. But um, when you talk to just strangers, you just meet people. I think you start to realize that it's not all like that, and the world is just a lot more pleasant. People are just normal. They all have life stories. They have families, friends. They do stuff. They do, activities. They join clubs. They have hobbies. It's just really refreshing. It really is, man. Now, of course, every now and again, you'll meet some like ding dong, right? You'll meet someone who has no level of self. What is the word? Um, Preservation. um, which is always that's something, but that's every now and again. That's not an everyday thing, luckily. So um, that's just that's nice, man. And I'm just feeling so much more comfortable when I go places. I'm noticing quicker and quicker that I need to start making acquaintances and friends wherever I'm at. So the quicker you can start talking to people and getting acquainted with people and just having conversations, um, the sooner you turn people from strangers into like friends, right? There's friends, foes, and strangers. And strangers are, um, I think, the worst, honestly. Just because we don't have very many foes on average. Okay, on average, most people, including myself, don't have very many foes or enemies. But so, like, if you have an enemy, you can just kind of know you avoid them. Okay, done. With a stranger, I think my face says everything. There's not like anything to do. It's just like you're just skeptical, I guess. It's just weird, man. I think biologically we're supposed to identify things, not even just people, things as friend and phone. And when we don't do that because we're like we have our AirPods on and we're on our phone or whatever, and we're just like trying to disassociate. It's just not healthy. It's just not right. Um, because our brains want to make that distinguishment. What's the word? Distinction. Yes, distinction. But um, so there's a practice. There you go. I gave you a practice. Just being able to cold approach people, not necessarily cold approach people and be like, "Hey, what's your name? My name is Awesome Pants Master," and not really. It's more just like Awesome Pants Master. It's more just being able to like find things in common with people. And no, that's not, man, this weather is fabulous. Because everyone's going to think, oh, you dad. And there's nothing wrong with being a dad. But, like, what if you were a dad that was, like, cool? I'm kidding. But, just not so stereotypical, you know? It's more just like, look, if someone was looking at my shirt. See, this is why I love wearing stuff like this. If someone was looking at my shirt and they like started laughing, bam, conversation started right there. And I'd be like, "Oh, you love my shirt? It's awesome." And then I can explain. My brother got me this for Christmas. And then after that, I don't know. There's so many other things you got to talk about. You could be like, "Well, Christmas happened a couple months ago. Did you do anything fun over the holidays? You know, what's a memorable gift that you've gotten for Christmas?" And yada yada yada. But it's just nice, man. Anywho, I'm done with that. Last thing I want to mention is this is more of like a practice that I've been doing. And if you can somehow implement this into your life or take this to heart, go ahead, please do. But I'm noticing lately I really am pushing my beliefs, spirituality, religion up to the forefront of my personality. Um, it just kind of gets brushed under the rug sometimes. I get busy and it just kind of it just doesn't seem. That's my little bro. All right. Um, but I think lately I've just felt like a need to really do that, and it's been huge. It's been very beneficial to me to make that side of me the forefront, like on put it on the forefront of my being, because it just makes me feel more purposeful and just more satisfied. Just because I have a tendency to do everything myself, and I just get tired. I get tired, man. So I hope that was of value to you. And yeah, you have an awesome rest of your evening. What's today? Is today day 6? We're basically there, man. We're there. So yeah, today's day 6. Oh my gosh, tomorrow's last day. Tomorrow's last day. All right. Well, my friend, I'll see you later. Have an awesome day, and I will see you tomorrow for the final day. Peace, bro.